Another month in the bag, October 2024. Let's talk about everything that happened in the photographic space in October this year. Well, we've got loads of stuff to look at. New products that came out, lenses, cameras, all kinds of fun stuff. New updates to things like Lightroom and Photoshop. We'll get into that as well. Let's start off where we always start off, which is the new products that came out during October this year. Now, we've had lenses, we've had cameras, we've done reviews on a bunch of this stuff as well. Earlier in the month, we saw the new Fujifilm XM-5. This is a great camera if you want to kind of, I guess what feels in some ways like an entry-level camera, but actually, I've got to be honest, it's incredibly capable for photo and video. And actually, as an entry-level camera, it makes it very easy to get into shooting photos, shooting video, but it also allows you to really get some great stuff, and it kind of grows with you. It's able to do a lot of the work for you if that's how you want to use it. But then as you progress, it's actually a really useful tool as a photographer or a videographer. I loved this camera. It would absolutely be a great one for me as my kind of everyday go out and about, have fun camera. And there's a lot to love there. We also saw a bunch of new lenses. Panasonic released the 18 to 40mm f4.5 to 6.3, which we've got a review of on the channel. We use that with the S9. And of course, we saw a whole host of new Canon lenses. We had the new RF 70-200 f2.8 Z lens. Now this is one of Canon's hybrid lenses, so designed specifically for video. It's not replacing the other RF 70-200 f2.8 lens in the range. It sits alongside it. It offers something a little bit different. It's a fully internal zoom, for example. It's great for video as well as photo. So you've got those two options there for kind of what works best for you. You've also got the RF 50mm and RF 24mm, both f1.4, part of the VCM lenses. Again, hybrid lenses, Canon are calling them, so great for photo and video. So things like a smooth aperture ring. We've got reviews of all three of those lenses on the channel, so you can go and check those out for yourself. Not the cheapest lenses out there, but they're all L lenses, and they are all very lovely in terms of what you can shoot with these. We also saw the new RF 7.8mm dual lens, a little bit more niche, designed for VR. We haven't gone hands-on with that one, but all of this is linked down in the description if you want to check them out. And we also saw the new Insta360 Ace Pro 2, which is using a new AI chip. It's able to shoot in 8K. This is an interesting little camera. Hopefully at some point we might get our hands on it to actually review it, because it'd be really interesting to test something like that out. But October also, as it does every year, brought some big updates to a lot of the different programs we use for photo editing. So Photoshop and Lightroom Classic, and Lightroom of course, got updates as well. We've done actual videos on everything that's new in those programs, so you can check those out on the channel. All of these are linked, by the way, down in the description. If you want to actually check out the full videos, you absolutely can. But to give you a kind of brief overview, Photoshop saw the new remove distractions button added in, so it'll automatically detect things like cables running across the picture and actually remove those for you if you want. And of course, you can now remove and generate a new background using the generative AI stuff that we've seen in previous updates. Lightroom Classic also got nice updates to its generative remove, so it's better able to now remove things from the photo without you having to go into Photoshop to do that. And to that end, it now has a new way to actually detect objects that you're trying to remove from the photo as well. Elsewhere, we've had some Lightroom editing tutorials on Tutorial Tuesday, where we've looked at how you can get nice dark tones, how you can kind of fix your exposure with masking, stuff like that. And of course, looking at how you can make the most out of autumn photography, making the most of the light, actually shooting indoors, still be able to get those nice vibes where maybe the weather isn't so good. And different ways you can kind of play around with that feeling of autumn. We're moving into November now, which is pretty exciting actually. Still going to have some lovely autumn colors. We're going to move towards winter. We're not there yet, but we're heading in that direction. Of course, November brings all kinds of fun things. I'm sure there's going to be some big stuff. We're going to have tutorials, and of course, Black Friday as well. So the deals are coming. Oh, they're coming. And if you've been holding off on buying a new camera or lens or really anything at all in the photo or video space, this is the time. It's going to get wild. I'm excited about it. I hope you're excited about it. Is there anything in particular you're looking forward to shooting in November? It's a little bit darker now, right? It gets dark earlier. Sometimes that can make it more difficult. I actually quite like it because sunset is at a very reasonable time to head out and shoot. But let me know, what are you going to be shooting through November? I'd love to know. Let me know down in the comments, or if there's anything else that you're excited about. We're going to have loads of reviews, tutorials, all kinds of stuff coming up throughout November. So make sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss any of that stuff. I will, of course, see you in the next video. But until then, as always, thanks for watching.